Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is episode 24 of your Florida Panthers franchise mode, and today we are in a big episode as finally we have made it back to the playoffs here in your year 2024-25. And this year we're going to be facing the Buffalo Sabres, and hopefully we can make it further than the first and second round, as we're not seeing our kryptonite in the Boston Bruins, and we're not seeing your Toronto Maple Leafs, who I think have decreasingly gotten worse, or gotten better. I'm not too sure how good they've gotten. I mean, they have Stanley Lee now, which makes them absolutely lethal after the season he had. I mean, he was just bloody brilliant for the year he had for the Toronto Maple Leafs. But, I mean, we had great Leon Draisaitl really contributing to the team this year. So, I mean, it's good. I mean, they really took a hit with losing Morgan Rielly. But we're not going to worry about the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're going to be worrying about our opponents in the Buffalo Sabres in the first round. And I know I haven't recorded an episode of your franchise mode series, but I'm going to be coming back, hammering back every single episode, because we're going to be getting ready for the start of NHL 20, which it looks like it's going to be your Chicago Blackhawks. Your lineups for your Buffalo Sabres: Lucas Raymond, 14th overall selection for them. He was a beast pickup. He's been definitely a huge contributor. Jack Eichel, their captain, the man of the Buffalo Sabres, and then Alexander Nylander will be their first line. And you got Sam Reiner, Casey Middlestad, and Jeff Skinner. Third line, they got Rasmus Asplund, Dennis Melgen, and Chris Russell. They are very good depth-wise. I mean, they're not looking too bad as a team. They got that depth. I mean, they got that first line. They got Lucas Raymond, Eichel. I mean, they are looking powerful. Defensively, they got Dahlin, Montour, and then it drops off from there. I mean, Stanley, not a bad defenseman, but then it goes to Trevor Van Riemsdyk, Lawrence Palat, and Raphael Lavoie, who's going to be on the starting core as well. And then Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and Kaapo Kähkönen, who will be your 1-2 punch, and it looks like a hell of a good 1-2 punch. Also, they're missing Rasmus Ristolainen and Ethan Bear, the lineup, so they're missing about 2 defensemen, the lineup, which is not looking too bad for their team. I mean, there's still definitely some improvements, and I'm guessing Raphael Lavoie is probably on that third line, so they're looking like a very good team. I mean, a little bit weak defensively once you get Rasmus Ristolainen back in the lineup, but overall they are looking like a good built team. But are they going to be able to knock down your Florida Panthers, who had a brilliant year this year and looking like the best team that we've ever seen them be? And I mean, this team has really taken a step up from what they have had in the couple of years where we've been struggling and we've been kind of back and forth as a team that's been sort of a fringe team. We're finally here in a playoff position, and we're facing the Buffalo Sabres, which hopefully we can stay in this consistent playoff position for the next couple of years. But here are your Buffalo Sabres stats-wise: Nylander, Eichel, Raymond, Skinner up there in points. Russell, if he was playing on the third or second line. Reiner and Middlestad, they're kind of down there in points. I mean, everything else, looking at there are a lot of minuses down there in the depth-wise, so maybe they're not the best defensive group, and you can definitely see that their defense is definitely going to hit on them. But once you get into like the Ristolainen, kind of Dahlin sort of situation, we're going to have to face those guys. I think that's going to be kind of our kryptonite. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen didn't have the worst year, didn't have the greatest either, so we're facing a good team, and we're not facing the best. So let's just jump right into this. What are we waiting for, right? Let's get right into this. Let's go kick some ass. We're at home. Florida going to be in the playoffs for the first time in a year now. We missed last year, so we're right back at her in 2 years. So let's get this going. First period, 2-0. Jonas Donskoi and Owen Tippett gets a big goal for the Florida Panthers. We start 13-11 with the shots. That's a great way to start off the game for the Florida Panthers. Second period, 2-1. Jack Eichel gets a big goal for the Buffalo Sabres. Come on, boys. Just keep that lead, Eric Davies. This is your first time in the playoffs for us. We need you to play huge. And Patrick Laine, baby, gets us a big goal for the Florida Panthers as we have the 3-1 lead. And Eric Davies, all you have to do is keep the 2 pucks out of your net, and we are going to be winning game 1 from what it looks like. 3 minutes left, 2 minutes, and there we go. We get the big W to start off the series. That's what I'm talking about. A big night for Eric Davies. He's the only one let 1 goal in on Jack Eichel, and this offense is absolutely lethal. We're going to have to watch out for them, but they got Owen Tippett, Jonas Donskoi, the depth, and also Patrick Laine getting a big one for us as well. So that's a great way to start off the game for us. It's getting into game 2, baby. That's what we're going to be getting into game 2. Buffalo Sabres, we're still at home. Come on. The hometown fans are starting to build up here in Florida. They're starting to see that this is a good, potentially great team. Vincent Trocheck starts us off with one of the older teammates that used to be on the team is back, and he gets a big goal for Florida. Second period, nothing. Going in the third period, having a 1-0 lead. We're out shooting them 32-18. We're absolutely ripping them up, and Leon Draisaitl gets a big one for the Florida Panthers, and Owen Tippett gets a big one for us as well. The Florida Panthers, they're coming in and gunning the Buffalo Sabres right now. They are not messing around. They know what's coming. Oh, look at that. Mittelstadt Roussel gets 2 big goals for the Buffalo Sabres. Makes it a close game. Can we shut things down, though? And yes, we do. A 3-2 lead for the Florida Panthers. We fucking shut them down 45-23 from what it looks like. And Trocheck, Draisaitl, and Owen Tippett gets a big one for the Florida Panthers. That's his second one. Mittelstadt and Roussel, they got 2 big goals there at the end of the period, which that made it kind of skeptical there. I mean, if fucking Eric Davies was not able to shut things down there at the ending, man, that would have been scary things right there, the behold, if he was not going to save those types of pucks. Let's go to Buffalo now. The Buffalo fans are not looking very happy right now as they're down 2-0 in the series. I mean, they're not very happy right now. So they're going to be coming and fighting back for their hometown fans. So first period, 1-1. Montour, Leon Draisaitl gets another big one for Florida. Second period, 2-1. Owen Tippett gets a big one for us. That's absolutely awesome. 2-1 for Florida. That's great hockey. Come on, boys. 26-10 for shots. I mean, we are killing them offense-wise. I mean, we're not letting them have a single chance offensively, which is what you want from this. 2-1 right now. We're hammering them. They only have 14 shots, 15 shots. Eric Davies is having a brilliant night. Our defense is playing awesome. This is the type of hockey we've been playing all year long, and we get that 2-1 victory. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's the defensive hockey I've been waiting to see from this team, and Eric Davies is locking down. No wonder why he had a shitty save percentage, I mean, all year. I mean, like, take a look at this hockey games, 5-3, 3-2. I mean, we can lock down when it comes time, and 3-1 victory, 3-2. We've been keeping them underneath 2 goals every single game, and it looks like it's going to be maybe an easy victory for us as we're going back. We're in Buffalo. We have that 3-0 series lead. We have the broomsticks all ready to go tonight, so let's go, boys. First period, 1-0. Budovic gets a big goal. We've been waiting to see him all season long, and he gets a big one for us as he gets us that 1 tally, 1-0. Come on, boys. Just play that good lockdown defense. That's the second period. So, Kristen Dujos, he gets a big one going into the third period, boys. Come on. Big one. There's Pete. That's Owen, and Jack Eichel ties it right back up. We're tied up at 2 as we might be going to the first official overtime of the series between the both of us. Unless Jonas Donskoy gets a big one for the Florida Panthers. I mean, that is huge, and that might be the game-winning goal that will send us off to the second round, baby. That is what I'm talking about. This is the first time in a couple years since we faced the Boston Bruins. I think 4 or 5 years ago. We faced the Boston Bruins in the second round, and we got absolutely pancaked by them. Now, this year, we come into Buffalo, we get that sweep. I mean, this is the best defensive hockey I think I've ever seen the team play, and that's awesome. Like, we kept every game under 2 goals. We scored 3 goals every single game, showing that consistent offensive abilities. And this year, we're going to be facing the Tampa Bay Lightning, I think for the first time that we're going to be facing them. So that is going to be cool. But let's take a look at the fucking stats for the Florida Panthers. I mean, Ekblad, wow. 5 points in 4 games. He was ripping it up for the Florida Panthers. But Owen Tippett, big-time goal scorer for us. 3 goals, 1 assist. He was a big-time goal scorer. Leon Draisaitl got some big ones. Jonas Donskoy, the fourth-line depth, was coming in big with Pete Leeson. I mean, they were scoring goals. I mean, I'm not really too worried about Nuge. I mean, he was a plus. Kirby Duck. I mean, we only played 4 games, and we kicked ass in 4 games. If we're going to be able to keep doing that every single series, I mean, Aaron Ekblad, man, 5 points in 4 games. What a beast. And Eric Davies at 943. He was just out there stopping everything. And this is what we need to make this team a Stanley Cup winning team. Is if we can push to that Stanley Cup, I really possibly think we can hit that goal. So, Let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Lightning and see our opponents in the second round of the playoffs. And hopefully we can make it to the third round for the first time, because honestly, that's been our big goal. So we got Tyler Toffoli. He's going to be on the first line alongside of Steven Stamkos and Jonathan Marchessault. It's definitely looking like an older team here in Tampa Bay. Yoni Gardo, Braden Point, and JT Miller. This is a very old-looking team. So we are a younger looking team than what they have, and I think we could definitely take an advantage of this with Hedman being 34. Very weak defense core as well, as they're just kind of dropping off the face of the earth. Goaltending, you got Malcolm Subban as your elite starter, who is a beast in that first round, and also a beast in the NHL season, but he did play 72 games, so you got to put that into a factor. Maybe he's starting to get a little bit more fatigued here. He played 72 games out of the season, and he's already played 7. I mean, you got to start feeling that fatigue if you really think about it. So overall, guys, thank you guys for watching. Tell me, guys, what you guys think in the comment section below. This is my first video in dorm rooms, so expect a lot more videos now since I'm living in dorms and stuff like that and all ready to go. So for the next couple weeks, we're going to try to get the Florida Panthers series done, as NHL 20 is up on the uprise here. I'm going to begin it on the 10th, so some videos will definitely be coming out on that. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios, amigos.